Now, the next one are your interrupted scales, and these are fantastic because you really get to know the scale and the key signature. And again, it goes all up and down the range of the clarinet. Unfortunately, the minors are only your melodic minors, but I'm sure if you wanted to practice your harmonic minors. So, yeah, the interrupted scale. So, and it goes, and again, it really gets you to know your scales with a lot of sharps and flats. So, A flat, etc. So, and the next step are more broken chords, but these, again, every single sort of variation, and also they also have the thirds, well, they have the broken chords in 6, just like your diminished ones before. So fantastic, they're absolutely brilliant. Then you have a few more diminished chords, and then you have your returning scales, and again, fantastic for helping you get to know the scale and the key signature, and also whether you need to slide between the D sharp, E flat and the C. So the C major one. And again, it doesn't stop at the C. Brilliant. Actually, sounds very much like Hanon for piano, and this is just for the majors. I guess the minors could be a bit problematic. Next are your 7th chords, and again goes through every single. So it has your basic. But then. And then etc. So chords of the 7th are very good. Then you've got various diverse chords. That's a good page to do. Then you've got your scales in thirds, and again starts on the C but goes up to an F. So, and also it does variations of thirds. So you've got your etc. But then you've got, so they're sort of reverse thirds, and that's majors and minors, and you really get. And then you have your 6ths, and these are really good for slow legato practice. But these things crop up in pieces, and you really get to know the scale. So. Etc. They're the majors and minors. So excellent for legato practice. And the last thing I recommend is the octave exercise, and I'll show you examples of where this is from, because for the clarinet, being a cylindrical ball rather than a conical, we don't overblow at the octave like every other single instrument. We actually overblow at the 12th. So actually on clarinet, to do an octave exercise actually is quite hard, because you've got to completely change the fingering. But this octave exercise, again, you can use it as a slow legato exercise, but sorry. Right, well, you get the idea. And then at the end, you've got a staccato and trill exercise, which is quite useful. An exercise for triplets again. And that's quite a good... So I'll show you examples of these various patterns that crop up in pieces. I'm going to use the Cavallini 30 Caprices